Barkteo, Barkteo Shai, Barkteo, Barkteo Shai, Kalalaleawa, Kalalale Tawadayawa, Tawadayo Shai. The brothers and apostles of James Grave no Stone, shalom to the brothers out there pushing this work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the elders, the sisters. This is a shot from James Vigilant, and I just want to do a video based on this video this lady put up. It sparked something in my mind, so let's play the video and get into the breakdown.
From March was 5.6%. In the US, it was 3.5%. Zimbabwe was at 55%. So to help combat inflation, the country is getting rid of the inflation hit notes altogether and starting from scratch. But this isn't a new tactic for Zimbabwe. The country has been struggling with its currency and economy for a long time. The country is getting rid of the inflation hit notes altogether and starting from scratch. But this isn't a new tactic for Zimbabwe. The country has been...
And that's what sparked this video, right? The country get rid of the old notes and basically bring in let's play it again.
Inflation hit notes altogether. Inflation. The country is getting rid of the inflation hit notes altogether and starting from scratch.
But right. And that's what the whole world is going in right now, yeah. I inflated the note, right? And it goes down. I think I have some information about it, right? I think I asked Zimbabwe hyperinflation crisis. You can read through it, but I just want to get the point that the video is not too long. Alright, so daily life impact. Prices double nearly daily, leading to severe shortage of bread and other essentials. A wheelbarrow of cash was often needed to buy basic items. And GDP fell by 17.7%, forcing the abandonment of the currency, widespread bartering, and eventually illegalization of price increase by the government. Resolution: the government officially adopt a multi-currency system, mainly US dollar, to halt the hyperinflation. Right? Long-term effect: while dollarization stabilized the economy, initially Zimbabwe has faced subsequent currency crises, include the introduction of a new currency, right? And that new currency that will be placed on the whole world is that digital currency that's going to be one world currency, right? Because that's what it's going into, yeah? And that's going into the RFID chip, right? Because that's the end result. And the scriptures mention about these things. So this is Isaiah 55 and verse 11. It says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." Yeah, so that's the new money is going to be the means and way to purchase. This digital currency is going to be the means and way to purchase with this RFID chip here, right? The mark of the beast that the scripture mentions about. I think I'm gonna get the scripture as well. Amos 3 and verse 7. This is why we know it. So surely the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto the servants, the prophet. Right? So we know this because the Lord have us out here as his prophets. It's true prophets that come and tell you directly as the Lord revealed it unto us, starting with the teachers, right, the elders and apostles of James Graham Stone, and the 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 elders that woke up, our elders, right? So yeah, let me get the Revelation 13. I think of verse 14 or 16. Yeah, verse. Let's start at verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? So you worship this system, right? Which Nathan the He is basically that beast. You worship the system, the new world order system, right? You're no more a friend of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? And you will be judged for that. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand. And this is how you worship that system, right? When you receive that mark, you show that you are now a servant of the system, right? To receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the number of the beast, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? And as we mentioned, this new currency, right? This digital currency is the means and ways to do buying and selling with that mark, because that mark is an RFID chip that we see in certain countries. They are actually using it to do transaction now, right? So it's not a thing that's unbelievable. It's something that's serious, right? Because as the scripture says, the vision is for an appointed time, and at the end it shall speak and not lie. Now it's speaking, right? It's saying, this is the 666 mark, the mark of the beast that the scripture mentioned, and we know that because we go into the words, right? Through Yahweh Shem Shai give us the understanding to go into the words, right? And it break down these words, but not gonna go into it this time around. But the important part, no man might buy or sell, save he that are the market, right? So all these currencies are going to collapse. It's going to be hyperinflation, and then the solution for all this world collapse is going to be a restart. Let's restart. Let's use a different type of money, because it take too much to print this physical money, and the downside of physical money versus the digital money, right? Because this digital money is going to be trackable money, right? So that even further show you how much you're going to worship the beast. Everything you buy, everything you do, as it comes to money transfer, it's going to be documented, right? Because they're going to have a system where they have all the information, right? And that chip is going to be that linked in the system, right? Isaiah 36 and verse 6 is a Lo, thou trustest in the staff of a broken reed, and Egypt, which the modern day Egypt is America, right? Wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him, right? So you trust in the system, right? You trust in this new world order. You're gonna be pierced with it, that mark, right? But little do you know that it's a broken staff, it will not hold up, because the Lord will come and burn this place with fire, right? With these thermonuclear nukes, and the chariots of the Lord will come in and add fire to that, yeah? Right? So you go and take this chip. You're basically signing a death note unto yourself here, right? You're serving a God which is no God, yeah? Esau, Edom, and the Lord will repay you for that, right? The Lord mentioned the judgment. Revelation 14 and 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angel and in the presence of the Lamb. So you that take the chip, especially over there in America, will be burned with these thermonuclear missiles, because that's your judgment, right? And yet, it no matter what anyone says, it will not change the fact that this RFID chip is the mark of the beast, and you will be able to do to buy and sell with it, and how that information is going to be stored on it, right? You're going to be that chip, yo, if you get it, because all of everything about you is going to be documented on that chip, just like how you're documented on paper. Cattle are documented on paper, right? If one die, say, oh, they killed that one or they stole that one. That's how Esau, Edom is going to have you, right? But Lord, as I said, is going to come and burn that society. Will feed it, will preserve his elect through those times, right? The one that believe that the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai protect, right? He will protect them, right? So with that, I hope this video was short and edifying. Kalalali Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Kodash, Shalom.